In the last episode, we upset our people quite badly by losing both of our science ships in quick succession. I then did a bit of research about the the stellar weather and things like that, about whether it's safe to send my ships into that. No, it's not. And I thought, well, maybe there's some sort of upgrade I can have that will solve that problem. Of the ones that are available to me, no, there is not. With the ones that are not available, get more science, get more science, get more science, move faster, move faster. None of that's particularly helpful. What is helpful is the deep dive apparatus which I require for my main quest, or at least I think for the main quest, and automatic ship repatriation, which would have sent my ships home to me with no crew. Gonna do that one first just because it's funny. I'm more worried about saving the ships than the crew. No, that's not true, but hey. So, I don't want to say good riddance, but farewell to the Planck and the Heisenberg. They are kaput. And we are now constructing a new science ship, the name of which I've already forgotten. I'm sure it will become apparent fairly soon. People are generally upset with me, and I am trying to solve that by building more parks. I call them parks. The game calls them something else entirely. It calls them alternative life centers. May as well plonk that down here. That will require at least one electronics, and I have no storage for such things. This currently is empty. It can do electronics, which gives me the option to switch that on and switch that on. So very soon a electronic circuit should turn up here. Maybe not so soon. This place has two, yeah, it should have two and two, yeah. Let's force it for the moment. If I were to drop that way down and drop this way down, nope, I really have to force it. Okay, make that 0. Here we go. I think that might be it coming now. No. What I did notice though is one of the little cargo trucks just went straight through on that road from one gate to the other, so building a straight road between them is actually a sensible thing to do. Unfortunately, this is still filling up first. Okay. You're funny. Ding ding, there we go. Right, excellent. This is now under construction. Fantastic. This no longer needs to store that, which means it's no longer capable of being there, and these can go back to 50-50. That can go back to being a carbon stockpile. Actually, stop. Not carbon. That was a waste stockpile, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to regret that mistake.
An accident has occurred in the Typhoon.
Ah, they can hold more than one thing. That's interesting. If I select this one and I tell it to also do No, it's only one at a time, but if you end up in the situation I'm in right now, they can hold multiple temporarily. Fair enough. An accident occurred somewhere. Nope, not there. An accident. What are you doing? Purging. We don't have a DLS here. Okay. Who had the accident? Not you. Not you. What's sector one? Yeah. Alright. This is now being constructed. People are okay with me again. We have positiveness. Good. Incidentally, some of the upset events must be short-term because Sector 3 had minus 1.1%. I built a thing that would give it plus 1%, making a total of minus 0.1. It's now in the positives. Cool. I think my science ship has been constructed. Yes, the Francis. Okie dokie. Let's not go back over here because that was a disaster. Can I get around there without crashing? Yes. Let's go here for the short term. And I think, oops, wrong button. Yes, that is, nope, this one. Ah, I see. I was looking at the yellow bars and wondering what was going on. Yes, I need to research that now. And speaking of research, is there oh, that would be nice. Right. I was hoping there was one that sped it up. But no, it just reduces the amount of silicon you require to make the electronics. And I appear to have run out of silicon. Really? Okay, cool. That can be switched off then. There's not much point trying to make electronics with silicon when I have no silicon. Yeah. Alrighty. In that case, if we jump to this view, your mining silicon, my cargo ships, yay, you, and I guess you can both go and collect silicon. In fact, everyone can go and collect silicon. I would like to go here, but I don't think it's a good idea. If we've got excess workers here at the moment, we may as well switch that on. And this. Switch that off, I guess. Oops, wrong button. No, that can be on because I told my ships to go and collect silicon. Why is this not functioning?
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Cool. Yeah, this can be switched back on and collect that, and that will help some of my problems slightly. Cool, science ship has reached this place up here. I'm going to collect all of the available science before I put anything else in its plan, because that's how we lost our ships last time. Cool.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Ah. I need the colonization training center for that. Alright, well, you can come back to here. By the time you get there, we may have the necessary research done to be able to make use of it. And we had another accident in Sector 2 this time. An explosion! Is that because we had waste carbon and electronics all in one place? Yeah. Kind of wanted the electronics to move away. Apparently I can't have nice things. Right. The food situation is frankly abundant. Yeah. So I want to switch off both of these ones. Which frees up some people. Yep. Yep. Let's move 10 workers from 1 to 2. Specifically, I want workers, thank you. Oh, and now I have a problem in Sector 3 as well. Fantastic. These too many things going on. I think I'm just going to sacrifice these and not worry about the 9 food that's stuck in them right now. Let's decommission that and that. I don't think that actually worked, but let's hope that it did.
Population transfer complete.
It did work. Alright, you shouldn't be overworked anymore. I have truckloads of carbon sitting around not doing anything. This is stopped because, yeah, alright. Is there a better spot? No, not really. I'm going to put it here though. I feel like something else might fit there. Oh, good, it's already connected. This is going to take polymers. And if we go back to, not that view, this view, we're going to stop collecting carbon because I have an oversupply. In fact, I'm going to stop mining it as well. Right, silicon there, excellent. Everyone should be collecting silicon, yes. It's really the only thing they should be collecting right now. You've got some, you've got, no, you, yeah, okay. I needed to manage things better sooner. You arrived with the right stuff, I think so. Okay. I want to do all three of those things. Hopefully this is one of those planets where you can do all three things. I'm going to start with this one because it uses up some of my polymers. You can do it. Yes, please. Meanwhile, if we look in the reachable areas, yes, there is another. Yeah, that's great. I'm not trying that one, thank you. Okay, there's one out here somewhere as well. Oh boy, that's going to be hard to get to. Especially if I keep not finding the right pixel. There. It's just outside that. Oh, come on. Thank you. I don't know if there's a way of getting to that one. Possibly if I move the Tycoon to here? Maybe? Right, science. Those are done. I have 60 left. This requires 60 and I must do it to get out of this sector. Let's start that one. Is that red because it's full? No, it's red because my other things are full. Yes, fair enough. You... Oh wow, okay. That's my... Ooh, alright. Switch you off. Change your job. Brain, that one, thank you. Switch you off. Change your job. Yeah. Beginning to feel like I need an entire sector just for storage of stuff. And this place does not have enough waste to actually functionally use all of my mushroom ores. And it's not going to be producing as much waste now because both of my foundries are off. Alright. I don't think building 3 of these was a good idea. I believe I can now build crop farms, which start small but get bigger, by the way. Let's just have a look-see. That needs 8 people, that needs 4, that needs 10. Build that. Switch this on for the moment. Transfer electronics. Wow, I must have used up more of them than I realized. Okay. Any moment now. Please. Okay. I have a feeling I switched this off. Failed to transfer a resource to another sector during the last cycle. Why? Please explain. Yes, I know an explosion happened here. How do I fix it? I haven't clicked that button. Oh, that would help. That's where the rest of my electronics went. Okay. Does this thing have the option to remove the other resources? Yes, it does. Good. Eventually, it will move some electronics, hopefully. Right. I can now build. Yes. I will come back to that in a moment. I want my electronics to move before I forget what's going on. Have you received them yet? No. Far out. If I switch that off and I switch this on, and I say, electronics, 0, thank you. Cool. You no longer need to do that, you can go back to doing waste. Hooray! I have a substantial amount of silicon again. How's the population going? Yes, we have enough, barely. That can be switched on again. Alrighty. I need to start thinking about whether it's worth harvesting more iron, or whether having nearly 600 in alloys is going to keep me going for an entire sector. I think I'm going to leave the foundries off for the time being, although I do like the fact that they were producing waste, which I could use for the mushroom walls. Speaking of iron, what am I looking for? Nothing out here, nothing out there. Good. tiny bit of iron, carbony stuff, or silicon. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for... No, I'm not looking for ice either. There is science to be had somewhere, but I've got a feeling it's... No, it's not up there. Okay. Here we go. Must have skipped over that one previously. It's also possible that I could just move the Tycoon to there at some point. Is this done? It is done. And I have no science left to spam, so let's close the tech tree. I should be able to build this, yes. I don't have enough electronics to build it. Far out. 4? How big is it? Right. I could fit it in Sector 2. I cannot fit it in Sector 1. I can definitely fit it in Sector 3. Sector 2 it is. Which means Sector 2 now has to have all of the electronics once I have sufficient electronics to actually bother transferring. May as well start thinking, yeah, whatever. I do that. Yeah, no. What if you...
A science ship team has completed a task.
Cool. Excellent. Yes, it was the only one. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay. If I remember correctly, oh no, I can send it there. Let's finish collecting this science first. Colonies need to get out there. Okay, there is another bubble of somewhere around here. Unless it's that one I'm spiking. Yeah. Somewhere in here there was... a lot of iron, which is not what I'm looking for. I'm going to send the probe there anyway, just so I've found it. It saves me hunting for it again. But I think I have found all of the reachable science locations. And I think the next probe needs to go looking for more silicon, possibly. Or hydrogen, which I'm also not using yet. Speaking of things I'm not using yet, oh, this one, fusion station. Water seems like a good thing to have. However, I have a lack of electronics, as we have established through the entirety of the last, I think, 5 episodes? You're fully under construction. Excellent. You don't need to hold that anymore. You can pick up, I guess, that. That was crew quarters. Yeah, fair enough. There was a way of telling... Yeah, it's in this view. Capacity 390. Currently we've got 314. 300, 245. Yeah. Sector 1 can hold a lot more people, but Sector 1 is also the one with the cryopod facility. So I don't really want to get rid of houses. I may get rid of more farming. Station, yeah. Producing 14 or 13, using 12. And in Sector 3 we built this, but I haven't done anything with it yet. Yeah, I thought it might be a case of each extra plot needs more people. Okay. If I put... Hang on. Transforms water into food. I don't have water yet. Okay. More complication. There's definitely a lot to this game. Everything requires electronics. Not just creating the building, but actually using the building requires electronics. Fortunately, I have one at the moment. Excuse me. Ah, that went weird in my voice. If I tell this... Nope, not that one. This one to get rid of the alloys and pick up electronics, I can once again rebalance. Which sector am I in? 2. Yep, great. Very tempted to build another one of those. If I look at that. No? Yes. It's bigger than I thought it was. Carry on. Yes, that does need to continue holding waste because this produces waste. And then the waste immediately gets transferred here to make food. On the occasions where I'm producing enough of it. Yeah, too many things going on. I think I could safely demolish both of these. Maybe at some point in the future I'll be producing a lot more waste. The only reason I'm not demolishing them right now is because I don't have anything else I want to put there. And I may also think in terms of, do I really need 2 of these steel mills? I could get rid of 1. That's probably a good idea. And if I was going to do that somewhere, it's probably Sector 1. For various reasons, starting with the fact this sector has too many jobs. Yes. I've been meaning to look this up for a while. Can I build... Nope. Nope. That one, yeah. You can only ever have 1 tech lab. Fair enough. Yes. I need a lot more science than I've got. I think that's the bottom line here. And one of the things I think I saw... Where is it? Science ship. These... Okay, move faster, I don't care. Move faster. Move faster. More science is generated. Yeah? I can't research that yet because I have to complete level 3 tier, which I presume is this one out here, and I need to spend at least 240 more science. So that's not happening in a hurry. Cell housing. Wow, that's rude. Okay. Something tells me the fire station is the one I should be researching next. Or possibly... Right. It's all... Okay, don't need that in a hurry. Where is my mushroom wall? Am I being blind? I probably am. Point at your screens for me. There we go. Okay, can't do those at the moment anyway. Fair enough. But it just speeds up production. Meh. What are some of the other upgrades we could have done by now? Automatically repair buildings. That would be nice. Can't do any of that.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Stockpiles hold 10% more. That's useful. That may be sufficiently useful, in fact, that I think it's worth doing. Maybe. Yeah, I'm doing it. An accident occurred in Sector 1. Someone fell over. Okay. So part of what I don't like about the accidents mechanic is, first of all, there doesn't seem to be anything you can do about it. But secondly, sometimes you have to go there and click on the little green sign to fix the building, and sometimes you don't, and it's not clear to me when and why. Which leads to the situation I had before where I hadn't clicked it and should have. Okay. this may as well be switched on for a level 1. Because there is some iron here that I can turn into alloys and potentially waste. Speaking of which, as I said before, I didn't really want this to be happening in Sector 1. I wanted it to be happening in Sector 2. Because Sector 1 does not have a DLS. Yep. Fine. Let's let it finish this batch. Switch that off briefly. Right. Switch you off. Switch you on. Switch you on. And not you. Not you. Wow. Alright. Yes, I do need that. Yes, I do need that. Okay. Don't know why I went into fast mode. That was not particularly helpful. If I switch this back on and tell it to receive ice, I can transfer some of said ice to this sector from from sector 2 will be fine, thank you. Which should free up one of these eventually. No, I'm not going to wait that long. Build yet another stockpile.
Accident has occurred.
Here we
in
go.
the
See, this
typhoon.
time, green spanner. I can click it straight away. And it was a battery that blew up. Okay, that's not healthy. Yeah. Sometimes it's just there and you can click it straight away and it's not a big deal. Other times it's not required at all and I go looking for it. So I would love to have the research done that automatically fixes them, but it doesn't seem cost effective at the moment. Okay. I think my mining ships may have run out of things to mine. Yes. Yes. So I could launch a probe for iron. Okay, well there's some there. Just down from those 3 dots, but I think there was a bigger supply. No. Well, it's closer, so I'm going to that one. You.
probe has completed its scan.
Good. That gives them something to do again. Excellent. You guys, standing by, standing by. Yep. Okay, I think I've totally misjudged the video length again. Sorry about that. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.